Hello everyone, and welcome to the Quantpedia Explains Trading Strategies video series. Today, we will speak about the 6 additional alternative data trading strategies.
Hello everyone, my name is Radovan Vojtko, I'm CEO of Quantpedia. Today I would like to discuss alternative data and how they are used in trading strategies and investment strategies. We already have one video that is related to alternative data sets, and we have some examples of trading strategies with these data sets on our YouTube channel. But I would like to continue in this topic because there are a lot of the things that can be said on this topic. Very quickly, what is again the alternative data, or what are the alternative data, what is the alternative data set in finance? So those are the data that are used in investment process, and they are not classical fundamental data about the company's earnings and revenues, etc., or not classical prices of the equities and stocks. There are usually data that are compiled from various sources. It can be mobile devices, satellites, public records, scraping of the internet, SEC filings, press releases, etc., etc. So there are hundreds and hundreds of data sets. We even have a list of alternative data set providers, so you can take a look what it can be. So it can be sentiment data scraped or calculated from sentiment scores. It can be satellite data, geolocation data, weather data, web scraping, and again satellite data, web traffic, ESG and alternative data, so environmental, social and governance scores, etc., etc. So there are merger announcement, corporate innovation, job market data, social media data, etc., etc. There are a lot of trading strategies that are built on this type of the data. We have around 100 of them in our database. So what I would like to show you is 6 examples of the strategies that use alternative data. We have a nice blog post related to this topic that was written around a year ago. Let's go straightly there. The first interesting alternative data set is a brand value. Concept of the brand value is definitely not the traditional data source. There are some papers that are related to brand value and what is the brand value premium. What we found out is that there is something called unpopularity premium. So it means when we have a database of 100 large caps or multiple large cap companies, and we can find what is the value of the brand of that companies, and then we sort those companies and we buy those that are the least popular, we can outperform those that are the most popular, which is quite a surprising finding, because most of the people would think that the values of the brands that are the most popular, like Coca-Cola or I don't know, Tesla, the stocks would outperform the other stocks. But what this research showing is that when the brand is very popular, it's really too much popular, so it doesn't mean that the stocks will outperform, and it's better to buy the values that are less known. Then we have another Google search strategy. It uses again 188 large stocks. The alternative data set that uses attention that's derived out of the Google search data. We are buying again stocks with a low attention. So it's again better to buy the stocks that are underpriced, so with a lower attention on the Google, than to buy the stocks with a high attention on the Google. So it's very similar to buying brands that are not such well known. Then we have another data set using the newspaper pictures and pessimism. In this case, the strategy trades S&P 500 and is trying to predict what will be the performance of the S&P 500 market the next day. Strategy extract uses the machine learning to use the extract the pessimism ratio from newspapers, pictures, and text. For what is the most interesting finding of the paper is that we do not need to use text, but we can use also the pictures that are published all over the newspapers and all over the articles, and based on the feeling of the pictures, we can find what is the actual mood on the market and then use that sentiment score to trade next day. And then we have the technology momentum. Technology momentum analyzes technological innovation, number of new patents, so that's something that we already covered in the Quantpedia video. So investors tend to misvalue innovation and undervalue innovative efficiency. It's a little more complex. What we have found out is that usually this strategy buys mainly the technology stocks, so that's mainly sector-based strategy, but it can still outperform all the market. Then we have the management diversity. That's very interesting. The strategy says if we have the corporate board that is more diverse, so it has more women or more people of the other origin in a corporate board or directly in a management of the company, those companies usually outperform less diverse companies. So that's a very interesting finding also. And the 6th strategy is based on the lexical density of feelings. So that's something that we also covered. So it means that we can use information from the company feelings. We can translate the company feelings into the scores based on the lexical density. So it means what are the words used in the company feelings, is their density, how is the vocabulary rich, etc., etc. We can use the machine learning for something like that, and we can use the resultant sentiment score to predict performance of S&P 500 stocks. Thank you very much for your attention. I hope that you like alternative data sets. There is a great future in all of the alternative data sets because there is probably more alternative data sets than the traditional price-based and fundamental-based data sets available, and there is a lot of alpha that can be found in those data sets, and we can build our investment strategies on top of that. Thank you very much, and have a nice day.
Interested? Then pick another video to learn more, or subscribe to Quantpedia Pro and try how our analytics and reporting significantly save time spent on quantitative research.